I've been watching FRC for a long time, and I gotta say, this is the most exciting I've seen a Week 1 be. Usually these are low-scoring affairs with nothing too exciting or out of the ordinary. And while we saw some usual suspects win their regionals, the opposition didn't make it easy for them. Remember how I said I'm expecting triple climbs by Week 4? Yeah, teams had no trouble at all with those this weekend. Let's see who booked an early ticket to Worlds. The Barker Redbacks, the Hawaiian Kids, and the Robo Dogs in red went up against Raid Zero, Ursa Major, and Boucherie Bears Robotics in blue to kick off Week 1. Keep in mind, this is the Canadian Pacific Regional. Only 2 of those teams are Canadian. The Red Alliance looked for the win in Match 2 to put it away. Raid Zero wasted no time, and I mean no time, getting elements into scoring position, while 9180 9180? These numbers are getting bigger and bigger. I just gotta lie down for a second. While 9180 played defense on the Robodogs. The Hawaiian Kids and Barker Robotics went quick with their cycles to stretch the lead to over 25 by the time endgame rolled around. We got a triple balance with the 1 and 2 seeds getting all wheels off the ground, but all those pieces tipped things Red's way. A Hawaiian, an Australian, and a Michigander walk into a Canadian bar, and they say, "One regional win, please." 2 big Florida names, Children of the Swamp and Spam, went head-to-head in South Florida. Red started with the early lead, and Blue hustled to play catch-up. The 1-seed Captain Bison Robotics completed a link early and bustled about to complete the second. Red's offense and maneuverability was just too quick for Blue's defense, but Blue's links got them back into the game. Spam and Wild Stallions couldn't get their last piece as high as the 30 seconds whistle blew. Both sides wobbled and bobbled, but they all got off the ground. Valiant effort by Blue, but Red came away with the victory. A family affair in the Arkansas Regional. You cannot make this stuff up. The 1 seed of Breakaway, Boss, and Captain Team Scream went up against the 2 seed of Tuscan Raiders, the Bomb Squad, and Captain Team Scream Jr. This is the real timeline we're in. The 2 seed came away with the first win and wanted to end it here. Both sides had a robot get up in auto, with Team Scream Senior's last second cube giving them a 1-point lead. Literally in the first seconds of auto, Boss knocked out after bumping into Bomb Squad, leaving Blue with the 2-on-3. Squad and Junior put up pieces for Red, while Breakaway and Scream Senior managed the mismatch. Each side only managed 1 link, and it could still be anyone's to take. Blue shakily balanced on the charge port, making the mismatch evident against Red's triple balance. A very, very close match, but Red eked out the victory here. A classic 1 seed versus 2 seed at Lake Superior. More Robotics dropped a cube off and went up the station for Red, while Charger Robotics did the same for Blue. The cone drop counted from floor points, and Blue came out of auto with the slight lead. Saber Robotics helped put links together for Red, while the Blue Alliance kept pace. They wanted to force a tiebreaker, and it looked that way going into the last 30 seconds. Pi Robotics tipped the balance for their partners, while the Blue Alliance struggled to get the triple balance. Time wound down with Blue trying, but they couldn't get it done. Red escaped a close match 2 to take it all home. Another 1v2 on the other side of the curtain, with the Red Alliance taking a commanding lead out of Autonomous. Patriotic scored a cube for a link with Nightcrawler right behind for the second. Blue got some ground cubes to boot, but their defense couldn't slow Red down as the lead stretched to 20 into endgame. Blue managed the triple balance, while Red only got 2 up, with Patriotic breaking out the victory spin. A rather close match, but all those grid points made the difference for the 1 seed to win it. The 1 seed of Botbusters, Lambot, and Stingbot took on the 4 seed of Penoles, Voltec, and TechBot. Both sides got going in auto, with the Botbusters layup giving Red the early 10-point lead. Botbusters and Lambot put links together, while Stingbot's played defense on Blue. Red cycles were too fast for the Blue Alliance to keep up with, and the lead quickly grew to 36 into endgame. Botbusters scored a 3rd link before joining their partners at the charging station. Blue only got 2 bots on the balance, while Red wobbled and bobbled and just couldn't get it steady. A closer one than match 1, but Red still came out victorious. The 1 seed versus the 2 seed in Utah, with the 1 seed needing a win to stay in it. The Highlanders Brute Force and rookie team RoboHawks took on Something's Brewin', Team Taters, and NASA Judgment Call. If you remember the Highlanders, they came away empty in 4 different appearances and finals matches in 2022, so they definitely want to break that streak. Both sides had matching autos, and they went into teleop tied at 33. The Highlanders wasted no time putting those links together, while Blue struggled to keep up. 59-33 stalled out, which made it that much harder for the number 2 alliance, but 45-50's low cubes made a 3rd link, which made the game closer headed into the last 30 seconds. Both sides wobbled and bobbled, but the 1 seed got the win to send it to a tiebreaker. The autos for both alliances looked the same as their previous matches, but Highlanders' cube rolled off to give Blue the 3-point edge. Red sped across the field to score game pieces, with 59-33 once again having issues. Taters and Bruin tried to slow Red down as well as score, but Red's lead kept growing and growing. They all got 2 bots off the ground again, but all those grid points gave Red the win. The Izmir Regional in Turkey had to be cancelled due to the devastating earthquake that rocked the nation a month ago. Same with the Mersin Regional that was scheduled for week 2. A makeup tournament, the Hallis Regional, will take place week 5 for a chance to let these teams compete. The Istanbul Regional will still go on as scheduled for week 4. My heart goes out to all those affected. A thrilling matchup with the head-standing Citrus Circuits as the 1 seed, with High Tide and the Circuit Breakers versus Peninsula Robotics, Team Rembrandts, and Wolfpack Robotics. With the new double elimination bracket this year, best 2 out of 3 has been reserved for the finals, with the lower rounds being sudden death. You only get 1 shot, do not miss your chance to blow. The 1 seed had to claw their way out of the lower bracket after this hit in the first round was called a G206 violation, resulting in a red card. Normally I only focus on the closeout matches, but I couldn't pass up all this good stuff, because if Blair's there, the hype's there. Match 1 was a dead heat, with neither side seeming to slow the other down. 1678 couldn't quite get their wheels off the ground, and if only, because match 1 ended in a tie. Match 2 started up with some interesting cone positioning to say the least, and it's all about the cones, with the 3 seed holding on to a 1-point lead from Otto. Rembrandts and Peninsula put links together, while Wolfpack tried their best to slow down the cycle of High Tide and Circuits. Blue seemed to run away with it, but Red quickly responded as both sides kept scoring grid pieces into endgame. Red got all their bots up, and Citrus struggled once again with their headstand. And if only, as the 3 seed took the 1 game advantage. Match 3 saw another close auto, but Blue wasted no time putting pieces up. Red had no answers for Citrus or High Tide, as Circuit Breakers also scored pieces on the ground. They held down the balance in endgame, with 1678 opting to stay on the ground. Red got all bots balanced, but the grid score gave the 1 seed the win. We need a 4th match. Except High Tide bonked their balance, and the ramp bit kinda got stuck into the ground, meaning the robots couldn't actually balance, which is a field fault, so we need a do-over on the 4th match. The real match 4 started out with the Circuit Breakers and Citrus Circuits not moving during auto, and High Tide's grid pieces didn't want to go on the grid. Meanwhile, Peninsula's 2-cube auto and balance aided in Red's 34-point lead going into Teleop, and Teleop is a different beast. Tide and Citrus went to work on the grid, while Circuit Breakers played D to slow Red up. The links came together for Blue, and the lead started to shrink. Red got the triple balance, something that Blue hadn't done in this final series. And there's no time like the present, since this would probably be the last match of the event. High Tide and Circuit Breakers got on the balance, while Citrus dropped 1 last cube off before joining them. 4 seconds left, and Citrus got their headstand working to close out the most insane playoffs I've ever seen, a great comeback, a primo nail biter, and a 7-point victory. If this is what week 1 looks like, then I am bubbling over what the rest of the year will be. The new double elimination bracket structure put a very exciting twist to everything. While a lot of the 1 seeds still won this weekend, it is still week 1, so I'm feeling like plenty of upsets and low seed victories will happen as the season goes along. And if you want to catch my recaps of these regionals as the season goes along, make sure you like and subscribe so you don't miss out on those videos. Thank you for watching. I will see you in week 2, and remember, gracious in victory, professional in defeat. Amen.